Every summer, we have at least one Little League team making a serious run at earning a travel spot to the Little League World Series in Williamsport, PA. It's still early to know which team or teams that will be in the hunt for our summer road trip east, but we know at least one San Diegan who has already secured his invite. He is seated next to me. Please say hello to Little League umpire Christopher Rutz, who's been selected to represent San Diego in the 2017 Little League World Series, one of 16 umpires selected nationally. You have as good a chance as winning the lottery.
Just about. I mean, it's gonna be a tough road. Yeah.
It's the Willy Wonka ticket of baseball.
Yep.
Talk about how that came to be.
You know, I was selected by my my district administrator. Started getting selected back in 2010, and after strong recommendation by my regional umpire consultant and my regional director, I received the call, essentially the golden ticket, from Little League International.
Now, it's not one of these deals where you can keep going back. It's one and done, so you just got to make the most of the trip.
It's a one-time experience. I've been dreaming of it forever, and it finally came.
Very cool. How did you get into Little League World Series?
You know, the funny thing is I was signing my daughter up for T-ball, and the local league UIC umpire-in-chief asked me if I wanted to volunteer my time. At that time, I was in the military. I knew that the volunteer service would look good on my eval, so I said, what the heck? Which, you know, we do a lot of Little League around here, and I've noticed more and more a girl's name's cropping up in the highlights. Yeah. It's no longer a big story that girls are playing with boys in Little League, is it? No, it's not. I mean, some of our big powerhouses there in the North County. You know, we have some strong female players.
Well, the name, I don't know if you've seen her, Sophia LaDuca.
Sophia DeLuca.
Yeah, she's shown up a lot. She
Absolutely.
can play, huh?
I umpire her games.
So, Sophia, if you're watching, congratulations to you. Let's talk a little bit about what makes a good umpire.
You know, what makes a good umpire is, you know, we have to constantly be willing to improve ourselves. What we go through, what many people don't see is every game we self-evaluate ourselves. We're oftentimes our worst critics. And we always want to make sure we're having the best experience and we're taking our craft to the next level. So
at what point did you realize, hey, I'm pretty good at this?
You know what, I really can't pinpoint one point in my umpiring career, but you know what, I've been fortunate enough to umpire with, instruct with, and be trained by some of the best umpires Little League has to offer.
So you're going to make a trip out. You're taking your mom. Explain.
I'm taking my mom. Yeah, my mom wants to go. She's been part of this journey with me since the beginning, and she wants to be part of this trip. So we're doing a road trip.
How does it work in Williamsport? Well, I mean, you want to obviously work the big game, right? How does that happen?
I would love to work the big game, but you know, it all comes down to ultimately, you know, what the tournament is about. The tournament is about the kids and what teams are in the tournament.
So if a West team is in the finals, you can't work it.
I will not be on that final.
Out of fear that there might be. So let me ask you this: as far as you know, the kids all dream of hitting the walk-off home run at that Lamadi or whatever.
Lamadi Stadium.
Lamadi Stadium. What do umpires dream of?
Well, what do we dream of as umpires? We think about, you know, first off, we want to make it an enjoyable experience for the kids because ultimately it's about the kids. But we as umpires, one of the things we dream about is making sure that when we walk off the field, that we walk off just as silently as we walked on.
You dream of being invisible.
We dream about being invisible.
Fair enough. And you know what? I love the kids. I love Little League baseball. The thing I see it more and more is parents and coaches out of control.
Yeah.
It's the downside to your gig. Is that situation getting better or worse in your opinion?
You know, I'm starting to see it's maybe a little bit of a steady increase. You know, we're seeing a lot of parents thinking that their children are going to be the next, you know, pro ball players, and they want their children to be the best players they can be. And sometimes the parents get a little out of control. Sometimes.
I always trace that back to watching big league baseball, umpires getting chewed out. It's like part of the national pastime to work the officials.
Yeah.
And do you think that's where you know, people take it to the Little League?
Definitely. You know, you see the parents come out there and they think that's their right to berate and go after the umpires. You know, we're out there just doing what we can do and making sure we're doing the best thing that we can do for the kids.
Do you envision taking it any higher than this, or is it too late in the game?
I think it's too late in the game for me, but you know what? I've reached the pinnacle of my Little League career, and I'm going to enjoy this, and I'm going to continue to give back to the Little League program.
Every umpire needs a trademark strikeout call. Here's something that we found. Take a listen to this. All right, that was an Enrico Palazzo or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, so all right, let's take Chris Full here.
All right.
It's the game's on the line. We need looking at this camera, give us your strike 3 out.
All right, so I'm in my set position. I'm here. That's my strike 3.
Very cool. You know, every amateur draft we're reminded how good we have. San Diego's a hotbed for San Diego baseball town. How much of that can you attribute to the Little League programs in our?
Oh, I think it's a huge huge boost here. You know, we've had some phenomenal teams here in San Diego County. Starting off in 2001, we had Oceanside American. 2005, Rancho Buena Vista, and then in the past 7-8 years, we've had 3 teams from Chula Vista, 2 of which I believe won the whole championship. So
it's a big deal.
San Diego's got a huge talent pool here of baseball.
It just leads into one programming note. We'll have 4 Little League games coming up tonight. Are you working tonight?
Not tonight.
All right, you're working right here.
I'm right
so
here.
We'll have highlights from all 4 of these games. And hopefully the umpires will be invisible. And we thank you so much for coming in.
Paul, thank you.
And
appreciate it.
Christopher Rutz, everybody. You look for him in a big blue mask.